Hello, Anna Naglo recording from Stockholm, Sweden. I just watched a video with Tony Robbins, and he's one of my favorite coaches because he has such a wide and long experience from working with people in different areas, all kinds of influential people, and he also works a lot with business people. So he has made a list of strategies, or he calls it characters or abilities, you could say, that you need to develop in order to be successful. And the first thing is you need the passion for the thing or the goal you're setting for the work you're doing. Otherwise, you will never ever accomplish anything. You need the drive to get up every morning and just go for it. Just do this extra and be extraordinary. Take those extra steps, work those extra hours. Otherwise, you will never receive anything but an ordinary job. So this passion gives the juice and the meaning to the work you're supposed to do. So remember, find your motivation. Even it might not sound that hot to earn a lot of money, but think about the goal. What do you want to use it for? You want to have a nice home? That might be something, and that can also give you the passion. I have a passion for starting a clinic in Ethiopia. So that's my goal and my drive because I love that country. I lived there when I was a child, so I always go back there. And I want to do something for the people there because there are so many people in need. So that's my drive. Nothing can make me more happy than see those people, when they finally get some kind of help that's really doing them good. So I want to have a clinic where you can go without paying. Well, this was number one. Number two is belief. You need a belief in yourself. Otherwise, you will never ever do it. I mean, you can just come up with an idea and then you will leave it because you don't believe in yourself. So that is very important. And this also includes having faith, because your motivation and your belief will vary. When you end up in some kind of obstacle, you might start hesitating. Is this really worth all this work? And then if you have also some kind of fear of failure, you might just skip out the back door. But if you have a supportive system, that's really strong self-esteem, or you just develop this by constantly acknowledging yourself for what you do, then you can sort of get stronger in your belief. Also, surround yourself with supportive people who will just support your idea. That is crucial. And then number three is set a strategy. You need a strategy. I mean, just finding a goal and then sort of leave it will be like Hippolytus. You won't know exactly what to do, but you can set a strategy. How does a child learn to walk? Do they have a plan? But they know the goal, and they know by doing all these physical movements, they will reach a standing position. And from a standing position, they walk. So you need to know where you're heading and sort of the way to reach. And that might be your way of earning the money. So that is strategy and organizing the work, then what is this value? What kind of value does this have for you? You need to be clear about your intention, clear about the inner motivation. And if you have a conflict with yourself in some areas, it might be that you don't really cope with the thought of being wealthy. Some people think it's ugly to have a lot of money, and then they will have a conflict. They can never ever earn a lot of money. Even if they would just give it away to charity, they still can't earn the money because they will stop themselves. So make sure and get clear about yourself, your inner motivation and your values towards earning a lot of money. And then maximize, and this was number 4. And number 5 is maximize your energy. Make sure that you give your body what it needs. Exercise enough movements during the day. If you sit a lot, shift to standing. When I work by the computer, I stand up most of the time. And take the stairs instead of the elevator. You can get a lot of exercise during the day just by doing that. Take every chance to get these extra movements. That will actually make you smarter. You will have more oxygen coming to the brain. And then the other thing is food. What do you eat or drink? Do you drink all these soft drinks all day long? You know, with sugar or even aspartame. I never drink that. I never drink pop. I think it's disaster for the human body. Shift. Have you tried pure water with and squeeze lemon in it? Or take a slice of cucumber? That is just a very nice drink. So try and just find out where you can replace the sugar, because sugar would just make your brain go dizzy. So leave that stuff out. You can find out on internet some kind of healthy food. You don't have to go this rigid diets or anything, but just cut out all this sugar and white food. You know, wheat. Fast food is usually bad for you, and all these things that makes you sort of not feel so well. You know what it is, and if you have some thoughts, you could just find out at the internet. And then also look at yourself and the connection to others, the bonding patterns. How do you connect to others? Are you receptive to others? Do you listen to others? Do you give people the impression that they care? I mean, that you care for them, sorry. Do you give the other people the impression that you care for them and that they mean something for you? Ask them questions. That will make them feel important. And that will make them feel they will feel that you confirm them as a person. And this is important. Everybody wants to feel that they are confirmed. That gives us a sort of a feeling of being and being in a group or enclosed. This is togetherness. It's belonging. This is very important. You know, you belong to a group that gives you sort of an identity. And that skill number 7 is develop your communication, your skill of communication. And that is also communicating with yourself. How do you communicate with yourself? Look at the way you talk to yourself, sort of. And every day we have communication going on in our mind with ourselves. And look at your thoughts. Are they good thoughts? Do you appreciate yourself? And if you have a lot of criticism against yourself, then you will also criticize others. And this is important because people will feel this. So make a little game for yourself. Every time you have a negative thought, change it to as a question. Oh, is this so? I mean, if you see somebody who has very ugly clothes and you think, oh, these are ugly clothes, you can change it to, interesting. I wonder how come he or she chose those kind of clothes. Because I never would have. And I wonder if they are comfortable, what kind of material they are, how much they cost, and so on and so on. So change it to curiosity. You're just wondering how come anybody could come up with this idea of behaving or doing this or that. And what's the point in that? You leave your brain free of negative energy. Every time you have a negative thought, you will have an effect on your physical level. And that will drain you out of energy. So watch out for the energy drain. And this begins with your thinking. Bye for now.